If you're tired of seeing the same luxury cars over and over, today's video will feel like a breath of fresh air. We're taking a look at 5 forgotten luxury sedans that most people completely overlook but still offer incredible comfort, refined interiors, strong performance, and a driving experience that feels far more expensive than their current price. These are the kinds of cars that slipped through the cracks. Models that didn't get the spotlight they deserved, were overshadowed by competitors, or simply got lost in the market over the years. To build this list, we checked real owner impressions and insights from trusted sources like Consumer Reports, iSeeCars, J.D. Power, and long-term reliability data. In a moment, we'll break down each sedan with a quick look at engines, transmissions, features, year ranges, and why they became some of the best stealth luxury deals you can still find today. Let's get started. The Infiniti Q70 is one of those forgotten luxury sedans that quietly became a bargain. Most of the good examples on the used market today are from around 2014 to 2018, and in many areas you'll see them advertised roughly in the $12,000 to $18,000 range, depending on mileage and condition. The heart of the car is the 3.7 V6 with a 7-speed automatic transmission, a setup that owners and specialists often describe as strong, smooth, and proven over many years in other Infiniti and Nissan models. Inside, the Q70 feels like traditional Japanese luxury: thick leather seats, real buttons instead of everything being touch, a clear analog gauge cluster, wood or aluminum trim, and a quiet cabin that's very comfortable on the highway. Many cars come with features like heated and ventilated front seats, memory seats, premium Bose audio, navigation, sunroof, and advanced safety tech for the time, so it still feels well-equipped even next to newer sedans. Reviews and reliability data from sources like Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, and owner forums generally point to solid mechanical reliability, but there are a few things to watch for: suspension wear on higher mileage cars, electronics like parking sensors or cameras occasionally failing, and the usual higher cost of tires, brakes, and fluids that comes with any mid-size luxury sedan. For buyers who are willing to check maintenance history and get a good inspection, the Q70 delivers a lot of comfort, power, and class for the money, which is exactly why it deserves a spot on a list of forgotten luxury deals. Now let's talk about the Chrysler 300C, a big American sedan that many people forgot about, even though it still delivers one of the most comfortable and confident driving experiences in its class. The models that usually appear as great deals fall around 2016 to 2019, and depending on mileage and condition, you'll typically find them in the $12,000 to $17,000 range. Most 300C units come with the well-known 5.7 Hemi V8 paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, a setup owners describe as smooth, powerful, and surprisingly durable when maintained correctly. Inside, the 300C feels upscale without trying too hard. Leather seats, a large touchscreen with Uconnect, heated and ventilated seats in many trims, a quiet ride, and that big car American comfort that a lot of drivers still love. Experts on sources like Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, and long-term owner reviews often highlight the relaxed ride quality and the simplicity of the V8 compared to more complicated turbo engines on the market. It's a car that gives you space, presence, and that classic sedan feel that many people miss today. There are a few things to keep an eye on. Front suspension components can wear out on higher mile units. Electrical quirks with door modules and sensors aren't unusual, and like any V8, fuel economy isn't its strongest point. But for someone who wants a big, solid, comfortable luxury sedan that feels special on the road, the 300C is one of the most overlooked bargains out there. Next up is the Jaguar XF, a luxury sedan that most people forget even exists in the used market, but it's easily one of the most stylish and comfortable options you can buy today. The XF models that tend to be the best deals usually fall between 2015 and 2018, and depending on mileage and trim, you'll often find them in the $13,000 to $18,000 range. Most of these cars come with the 3.0 V6 supercharged engine paired with an 8-speed automatic, a combination known for smooth acceleration, strong passing power, and a refined sound without feeling overstressed. Inside, the XF still feels special. leather with a premium texture, the rising rotary shifter, the pop-out air vents, a clean dashboard layout, a quiet cabin, and the kind of design touches that give the car a real sense of class. Many trims include features like heated seats, Meridian premium audio, navigation, memory seats, dual-zone climate control, and a very comfortable ride that absorbs rough pavement better than many competitors. Experts from sources like IC Cars, JD Power, and long-term owner impressions typically praise the XF for its comfort and design, even though it never became a mainstream success in the US. Of course, being a Jaguar, there are a few things to watch for. Electrical gremlins can show up in older units, the suspension can get expensive if neglected, and maintenance history matters more here than in some Japanese or American options. But when you find a well-kept XF, you get a sedan with presence, elegance, and a driving experience that feels genuinely luxurious, which is exactly why it's one of the most overlooked deals in the used luxury market. Now let's take a look at the Lincoln Continental, a full-size American luxury sedan that came and went quietly, but still feels like one of the most refined cars Lincoln has built in years. The best deals on the used market usually fall between 2017 and 2019, and depending on mileage and trim, you'll often see them listed around $17,000 to $22,000, sometimes even lower in high-mile units. Most versions come with the 3.7 V6 and a 6-speed automatic transmission, while higher trims offer the 2.7 EcoBoost or even the 3.0 twin-turbo. Owners often describe all three engines as smooth and quiet, with the V6 being the simplest and most predictable in long-term maintenance. Inside, the Continental is exactly what people expect from a modern American luxury sedan. Wide, cushioned seats, thick leather, soft door panels, a quiet cabin, and that unique Lincoln feel of calmness. Many trims include heated and cooled seats, massaging seats, a large touchscreen with sync, premium Revel audio, a panoramic roof, and plenty of rear seat space. Reviewers from Consumer Reports, IC Cars, JD Power, and long-term owner feedback generally praise the comfort, ride quality, and interior refinement, even though the model never got the attention it deserved. For points of attention, the Continental can show premature wear on front suspension components. The 2.7 and 3.0 turbo engines require careful oil change history, and parking sensors or cameras may need servicing on older units. But when you find a well-maintained Continental, you get a sedan that feels substantial, elegant, and incredibly comfortable. One of the most overlooked luxury cars of the last decade. If you've been enjoying these underrated luxury picks, tell me something in the comments. Which forgotten sedan do you think deserves way more attention? I love seeing your stories and experiences down there. And if this kind of content helps you make smarter car decisions, consider subscribing. It keeps you in the loop for the next hidden gems. Finally, we get to the Cadillac CT6, one of the most impressive luxury sedans that almost nobody talks about anymore. The strongest deals usually fall between 2016 and 2018, and depending on mileage and trim, you'll often find the CT6 in the $17,000 to $23,000 range. Most models come with the 3.6 V6 and an 8-speed automatic transmission, a setup that owners describe as smooth, quiet, and very balanced for a big sedan. Some trims even offer the 2.0 turbo or the powerful 3.0 twin turbo, but the 3.6 is the one most praised for long-term peace of mind. Inside, the CT6 feels genuinely premium, high-quality leather, a wide and clean dash layout, a strong Bose or even Panerai audio system depending on the trim, heated and ventilated seats, excellent visibility, and rear seat space that easily competes with upper-tier luxury cars. Reviewers from Consumer Reports, JD Power, and long-term owner feedback consistently highlight how refined the ride is and how the CT6 manages to feel light on its feet despite its size. Cadillac put a lot of effort into chassis tuning, and it shows the CT6 feels modern, planted, and surprisingly agile. As for points of attention, early 8-speed transmissions may need a fluid flush to fix shuttering. Some electronic modules, cameras and rear sensors, can get glitchy with age, and the panoramic roof shade has been reported as a weak spot in some units. But when you find one with proper maintenance, the CT6 delivers a level of comfort, tech, and presence that rivals much more expensive German sedans, which is exactly why it's one of the best forgotten luxury deals you can still find. And that wraps up our list of forgotten luxury sedans that still deliver real quality, comfort, and presence on the road. Each one brings something unique, and if you choose wisely, you can end up with a car that feels far above its price. Let me know in the comments which one caught your attention, and I'll see you in the next video.